33 days ago, Mean Girls opened on this very stage. I'm not going to spend 8 minutes talking about Mean Girls, even though I very much could, but instead talk about differences. 33 is made up of two numbers, 3 and 3, and 3 plus 3 equals 6, my favorite number. The difference of 6 and 3 is also 3, the number of points I will use to make you realize today that different is okay. But Leah, why are you sitting on the stage? Because it is different, and that is okay. Lights, camera, action is a phrase filmmakers commonly use to start a scene. These 3 words also mirror my 3 main points. Dream big, always put on a smile, and finally, act. But not in the way you probably think. Because the dimensions of being different is nothing to be ashamed of. Lights. I am no stranger to the stage, shocking I know, but I am also no stranger to dreaming big. When I was little, my teacher asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I ambitiously responded, "A singer, a book writer, and a teacher." The kid in front of me turned around and said, "You can't be more than one thing." At the time, it was a kid maybe not understanding the concept of working 3 jobs. But looking back, it seems like somebody who just didn't believe in what I said I could do. We cannot forget that we cannot hurt each other for being different. According to an article by the Harvard Division for Continuing Education, if we step outside of our comfort zone, we can achieve more, be more productive, and also reach the goals we set out to do. As a performer, and I've never forgotten that I'm a performer, I've continuously had to live outside the comfort zone. But even though I live outside of my comfort zone all of the time, I don't feel like I fit in here. And it may sound cliche, but it's true. But even though I don't feel like I fit in, I still wish for support from my peers. Whether you know it or not, Mean Girls actually almost got canceled the night before we were supposed to open. I'm not going to go into the details, but I will say this much. Some people didn't care how much work was put into the production. Mean Girls happened, luckily, but how many of you actually came to watch it? I'm not shaming you if you didn't, because trust me, I know musicals are not for everyone, but showing up does matter. According to an article by Psychology Today, when we even try to dissuade people from coming to our events, we still want them there. Just because we don't want them there, it doesn't mean that's true. Think about going to a football game where there's nobody in the bleachers. How lame would that be? It doesn't matter what activity you participate in. We want to be seen and supported for what we do. Camera. The lights are on, and now it's time to put on a smile, because if you aren't used to the norm, you've had to learn to fake a smile every now and then. These words behind me are all words that people have said about me. And the worst part is, they never leave me. They weigh on you like an anchor, bringing you down until you feel like you just can't breathe. However, I have learned to turn these hurtful words into something positive. Now, they all have a home in a song that I've written. Hurtful words are no way to continue life. Just because you are different does not mean you are any less. We have to stop tearing each other down just because they don't fit inside the cultural norms. An article by Mayo Clinic states that even a hurtful act may always be with you, but working on forgiveness can lessen the axe grip on you. I have learned to lessen the axe grip on me, and this does not mean befriend your enemies, but working on forgiveness, even just to yourself, is a step in the right direction. Kyle Chastain, a writer who speaks on personal growth and leadership, says that some people will never go to reach their dreams because they're scared of what people might say. I face this almost daily when I tell people I want to be an actor with my life, and they scoff and say, "Oh, that's a funny hobby." It doesn't help. Action. We need to act. And not in the way that I love so much, but act on this behavior of tearing each other down. This is a video of my mother skating. Her senior year of high school, Disney on Ice was hosting auditions, so she wanted to go, having been a skater for many, many years. When she told her dad she was going to go, he laughed and said, "How will you achieve that?" so she never went. She never chased her dreams and acted on them. We both wonder what would have happened if she had. Maybe she'd be on Disney still, but she never went. Don't do what my mom did and act on your dreams. I'm sure many of us have seen Wicked, the new movie adaptation of the musical. But I want to remind you that there is no Wicked without theater. There is no Wicked with people saying, do something practical with your life and acting as a hobby until you someday make it. Your favorite books, movies, TV shows, video games even, musicals, plays, whatever it may be, do not exist without people who think outside the box and are different. So the next time you maybe criticize somebody for not existing in your norms, remember that. And finally, we need to act. Act on this behavior of tearing each other down for being different, because different is okay. And as scary as it might seem, step outside your comfort zone every now and then. Do what you love and act on your dreams, because nobody can do it for you. We are entering the last months of our life before we go off into the world. So when choosing what you want to do, don't do something you don't love. Henry David Thoreau, an American naturalist and essayist, is quoted as saying, "Don't look back, unless you are planning to go that way." Cut! This TED Talk is really fun, huh? But my message does not end. Chase after your differences. Find your different. Dream big, even if people doubt you. Keep smiling, because you will always face negativity, and you have to learn to push through. And finally, act. Act on your dreams, your beliefs, and your purpose. Nobody knows what your purpose is. That is your ultimate goal in life, to figure out what that is and make it known to the world. And the funny thing about purposes is that all of our purpose is different. 6 is still my favorite number, and thought to be unlucky to some, it's not unlucky to me, which is different, I know. But 160 days from today, we graduate. So be the difference and make it known. The lights are on for you, and the camera's rolling.